Welcome to episode 10 of YouTube Millionaire. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes yet, I highly recommend you watch at least episode 1 before watching this episode so you can understand what this series is all about. Anyway, this month a new channel just kinda popped up out of nowhere and is gonna be added to the famous channel tracker. What is this new channel, you may be wondering? Well, as I say on AstralPhaser, keep watching to find out. Anyway, first up we have AstralPhaser, which got 4 new weekly chat videos and 3 new Gaming Through the Ages videos. The challenge this month in the chats was Guess the OS. A picture of an operating system from the 80s, 90s and 2000s was uploaded and the viewers had to guess which OS it was. So this is an operating system made between 2000 and 2010.
I'm sure someone will figure out before I do.
So basically, what operating system is this? Okay, there we go. Oh, no, it's not macOS.
No,
it's not BSD10. Sorry about that. It's not Ubuntu. It's not DSL. It's not SkyOS. Nice try, though.
Does it use XFCE?
Oh, wait. Kevin Bashy got it. It is MorphOS. MorphOS is right.
Oh, GG!
So, well, okay, Kevin Bashy, he is a winner of the first challenge, but now we're going to get another one. So if ShiftOS wasn't called ShiftOS, it could have been called MorphOS. So next up, we have got an OS from the 90s. This will be easy, okay? This will be easy. You gotta tell me what version it is, though. You can't just tell me it's this operating. You have to tell me what version it is. Not Windows 1.0.
macOS!
Not 9. Not 7. Not 9. Not macOS 9 or 7. macOS 8. Okay. The first person was the origami person. So.
Wait, what?
Where's origami?
This guy, the origami guy. So yes.
No, I posted it
I don't
first.
see it.
Wait, no, wait. Someone else said they posted first. Let me see. macOS. I just
Origami did it first.
Oh, what?
Oh.
It does say that. Origami and the lemon guy. They must have done it at exactly the same time. Just on my screen, it just shows me that origami got it first. So the winners, origami and the lemon guy, both are not their actual names. A bunch of nicknames. It's an 80s operating system. 3, 2, 1. Go. Come on, hurry up. Go. Okay, here we go. An 80s operating system. So it's not GemOS, it's not macOS 1, it's not NextOS, it's not V#, it's not OS 2, it's not Acorn, it's not Windows, it's not... Oh wait, Miles got it, SunOS. But you've got to tell me what version of SunOS it is.
I don't remember SunOS looking like that in your Solaris video.
SunOS has had a lot of different change. Okay, someone got it already. Abby actually won it.
What?
Abby won. It's...
What?
It's SunOS 3. In fact, I'm going to Google that to make sure I got it right. To make sure she got it right. I think she did it. 3.5. We've started to move away from purely open chats now, and topics have emerged. Basically, people vote on a controversial topic via straw poll, and then the topic with the most votes wins. The first controversial topic was whether or not we should have a one world government.
What's that?
Yeah, imagine the whole world having a single government. Everybody has the same set of rules.
That one.
I started discussing the positives of this, but the negatives came up pretty quickly. So right now we've got a lot of war in the world. If we had a one world government, there wouldn't be separate countries to go to war with. We'd all just be under one simple thing. I know there's a resistance idea.
Actually, that won't work.
Wait, you gotta let me finish. If there are some like terrorist groups or something, straight to jail. That's it. The world is only full of good people and there's no war against the world, and we come together as one group, one community, and then we just move on from there. No more reason for war and weapons.
Then there could be civil wars.
But every country has their own culture.
That is right. It would abominate cultures. And then what language do we speak?
Oh yeah, one language. What about the language?
So what we could do in that situation, what we would do there is look at the most common thing for everything. What's the most common language in the world? Is it English?
Chinese.
China.
Is it Chinese?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, right now Chinese.
Okay.
Chinese currently is the number one
is the most
spoken language.
spoken language. How is that going to work?
Well, I guess we could do a basic transition here. So, for example, every day of our lives, let's say every day for the next 5 years, everybody's going to learn Chinese. Day number 1 starts, everybody learns how to say hi. No matter what language you are, you say hi in Chinese. Oh, me hao. I thought you were asking how, like how are we going to do that? That's one way. Change is a slow process. Language isn't the thing I was worried about. The thing I was worried about is religion.
Ooh, wow.
Now this is interesting.
Culture.
So I am personally a very devout Catholic, so you probably know what I'm going to say.
The most common religion in the world, we've got the answer here, it's Christianity. How would that make most people feel if they all had to follow Christianity?
Very angry. There'll be so many crusades.
I'm just gonna say there will be attacks and protests everywhere.
It was surprising to see in the end that even after all that, 4 people voted for a one-world government, but none of the one-worlders were willing to reveal themselves. We have got 36% of people saying yes. Who is saying yes here? So far we've got, you know, the 4 votes for yes, however nobody here seems to want to talk about that. You want to keep that private, do you?
What about...
The question is, why would they want to talk about that?
How would the elections work, though?
With the election, you just make a straw poll.
Oh yeah!
Everybody in the world. There we go.
Clever.
The second controversial topic this month was, do aliens exist? And we had quite a few sighting stories and general beliefs, such as we can't be the only ones in the universe.
I saw like a green light, like a UFO or something, so I looked outside and I saw a creepy like figure thing, like a weird figure outside, and it was really scary.
Yes, I do believe aliens exist because there's billions of galaxies, and for you to think not even any type of life form exists in any of those galaxies would be dumb.
In the end, most people agreed that it's possible that there's life on other planets, but not many people agreed that it was intelligent life capable of building spaceships. Our third controversial topic came right after the alien topic and turned our chat into a conspiracy theory talk show. Basically, we touched on the possibility of the 1969 Apollo moon landing mission being a hoax staged by NASA, with the footage being filmed in the desert near Area 51 and edited to appear as though Neil Armstrong and Buzz were on the moon so that the US could pretend that they won the space race. Oh, and Victor Tran isn't the only voice in the chat waiting room music anymore. It's now done by a bunch of different community members. Here's a little preview.
Welcome to the waiting room of the new weekly chat. Stay in this room for your chance to speak to Philip after the Patreon chat finishes.
At any time, feel free to mute Astromod if you've heard this before. On the other hand, you can turn up the volume of Astromod to drown out everyone else if you haven't.
Take note, you'll need to be unmuted if you want to go into the weekly chat. We all know if you guys jump into the chat and then immediately mute your mic, so don't do it.
Plus, as a Patreon-only video, there was a video where Victor Tran became a wrestler and, Victor Tran has it in him to take... Victor Tran got punched in the balls! Yeah, let's move on. Notice how I didn't talk about Chat 16, the chat where basically everyone was allowed to join?
And mercy on us, everyone, one person at a time. And if you
Hear that? That's a sound of failure. Let's never speak of it again. In Gaming Through the Ages this month, I played Qbert from 1984 for DOS. Oh my goodness! I just escaped. Okay, so we've got a mate of... Duh! Reversi from 1985 for Windows 1.0, and Microsoft Flight Simulator from 1986 for the Macintosh. The Austin mystery still exists, however not for long, as it will most likely be revealed next month. Anyway, moving away from AstralPhaser now, on the OSFirstTimer channel I made only 2 new videos, mainly due to Diana's lack of availability for recording. The first video features Diana upgrading from Windows XP to Windows 10 while playing a bundled game from each OS, as requested by Mighty Eagle 73. Add a hint for your password. So if you forget your password, give a little clue as to what the password is. Boss password.
That's actually what it is.
Your password hint can't contain your password. I love that. Your password hint can't contain the password. No, but it can't contain it.
Okay, well I'll get rid of. I know what I'll do.
Password is the password. Os password. Os password. Os password.
I didn't mean that. I just took
OS
the first.
Password.
I just took the BO out of.
Yeah, you took the BO, the body odor out of the password. She also destroyed DOS with viruses, but just keep the word disk like computer disk in your head, otherwise it may sound like she's saying something else.
I have just destroyed the fat on your disc.
Yeah,
I wish you destroyed the fat on my thighs.
No, this is basically...
I wish it was as simple as that.
It's a file format, but we don't really use FAT anymore. It's been a bit depreciated. We kind of use NTFS nowadays, and other systems, and if you use Linux, they use other things.
Well, that's good if they've destroyed the fat on my disc. I don't want fat on my disc.
Because that's like saying you've deleted all the files off your hard drive, so all the photos, all the memories.
Or maybe if they're bad memories and bad photos, I wouldn't care.
Interestingly enough, the day I uploaded both these videos, about 18 hours apart, the OSFirstTimer channel earned $85.60, which is the most it has ever earned in a single day. The most popular video was the XP to Windows 10 video, with about 40,000 views. Next up, How to Quickly, which also got only 2 new videos this month. The first video showed you how to reveal where shortened URLs will take you to ensure you aren't blindly clicking a dangerous link, while the second video showed you how to get the Windows Vista and 7 gadgets in Windows 10. Drag the gadgets you want from the window onto your desktop. You can also drag them to the side of the screen to have them automatically snap there. You can modify the appearance of objects like the clock by clicking the spanner button, and even click Get More Gadgets Online to find other new useful gadgets. OSFT Historic VLogs got 3 new videos. The first took a look at how I edit YouTube Millionaire videos, while the second showed off a pretty insane coincidence regarding what our mice did. They rip up bits of newspaper, so we put newspaper at the bottom of the cage. They rip up. We found the mouse house like that. Now look very carefully. So does that not look like Diana? The third video was Jasmine getting a fidget spinner, but honestly she was a little late in joining that trend. We also did a fidget spinner challenge to see who could make it spin the longest with a single push. 36, 37, 37, a minute 37. So I think I did beat you. Look at this, a minute 40. Okay, a minute 50. No, Moving on to ShiftOS now, Michael has made several new public videos. Oh, and what's this background music you can hear? This music, known as Brute, was created by Michael and will be part of the ShiftOS soundtrack. You can check out the full song on the ShiftOS YouTube channel. Also, ShiftOS is currently undergoing a massive update, which Michael might end up calling the Diana Adams update, as it makes a lot more of the core elements of the game much more logical and user-friendly. As you can see in the ShiftOS 1.0 Beta 3 development update, ShiftOS now has a main menu with options for campaign and sandbox mode. Pong has been updated with a new smarter AI, better collision detection and smart resizing based on the window sizes. There's been some modifications to the terminal, window title bars can have different graphics depending on if they are active or inactive, language packs are becoming a thing now with ShiftOS now available in French, and yeah, there's just way too much to talk about here. So go check out the ShiftOS channel for more information on the development of the project. Okay, so now for the moment you've all been waiting for, what is the new channel that's gonna be added to the channel tracker? Well, the first thing about it is that I didn't actually make the channel. The guys that did make it approached me and asked if it could be added to the channel tracker in exchange for potential revenue in the future. Now, does this mean that just about anybody can go, hey, I want my channel added to the channel tracker so I can get more subs and views? No, not at all. This was a special one-off case, so let's take a look at what happened. Way before I created ShiftOS, I made another game back in 2010 that I called Histocom. I'll now show you some super old footage from the 12 Patterns channel in the background as I talk about the game. Basically, you're an average PC user from the late 90s and in front of you is Windows 95. After doing a bit of exploration and stuff, you find this secret time travel software that allows you to travel through time and thus see different operating systems, software and websites. Although this early version of it is still a bit limited. There are some key characters here, some of which are on your side, while others are potentially against you. Pretty early into the game, your time travel adventures mess up the future, and thus it's up to you to go back in time to prevent the destruction of the internet in 2002. The more you go back to fix the future though, the crazier and more messed up things can become. This game is different from ShiftOS in that it's more exploration and storyline based as opposed to focusing on building and tweaking your own operating system. ShiftOS will have quite a big storyline though, so things could change in the near future with that. Anyway, Histocom was abandoned but continuously kept getting revived over and over again throughout the years. It's a game that seemed like it was doomed to fail, however it just never dies. Now a very promising dev team led by A Shifter is working on the game again with a new name known as Time Hack. so say hello to the new Time Hack channel on the channel tracker. The first video on the channel was uploaded on the 1st of May, and the stats you are seeing here on the channel tracker are still a month old. The updated stats for June will appear when we look at the profit and growth of all the channels this month. The project has been going on for months now, as you can see from the Gore's time-lapse of the development of Time Hack, which you can watch on the Time Hack channel. There were many videos uploaded in May about certain apps in Time Hack and so on, however this month 2 new videos were uploaded. The first video, made by Alex, shows you how you can download Time Hack for free and start playing it right now, while the second video, also made by Alex, shows off the new Time Hack File Explorer. Rather than the Windows 95 programs just being visual recreations of the original programs, they are now functional and you can save text files and so on within Time Hack and open them up later.
I'm gonna open up Notepad, right? This is Notepad. Watch this. I'm gonna go to File, Save. Look at this. I'm now in the Windows Explorer and it wants me to now save it, okay? I'm gonna save it in my new folder, why not? Cool.txt. Save. Is it actually saved? Well, how about we close out of that and go to the Windows Explorer and see if it's there. Look at that. There it is. File open, and then I select the cool.txt. Look at that.
Anyway, more information about Time Hack and its new videos will be shown next month. Do note that although it currently doesn't include everything the original Histocom included, Time Hack is being recoded in C# and includes more advanced internal workings that will make it a better game than Histocom in the future. Remember, with more players, viewers and subscribers, the channel and game will evolve and grow faster. So with that said, the friendly battle between ShiftOS and Time Hack begins. Next up, YouTube Millionaire, which is going okay, but honestly, episode 9 hasn't even reached 2,000 views yet, so it seems like growth is slowing down. Maybe YouTube Millionaire could do with some advertisement on OSFirstTimer. Terrified Mum got 8 new videos this month, as Patrons are now allowed to vote for 2 5-minute videos for Diana to react to as an alternative to one OSFirstTimer task if they desire. She reacted to videos such as a Do Not Laugh challenge, which actually didn't make her laugh, but in the end it turns out something else made her laugh. That
I considered this very easy. Very easy.
Reminds me of Funny Home Videos though.
Yeah,
you know?
It did. Look at that one at the top. That would make me laugh.
I know you laugh.
Just seeing that.
So because of this.
Yes.
So you just needed to see a thumbnail.
Yes.
My gosh, someone's probably going to suggest that one. Someone's going to... She also listened to ASMR, which didn't seem to work on her, so I enhanced her experience.
I actually don't like that. I'm actually reacting to this. Ah!
What is it?
Did you touch me? You did! You touched me!
I actually can't. She also saw quite a few OSFirstTimer YouTube poops.
You've won $250,000.
You didn't win. As well as Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, which, as she watched it believing it was a kids' TV show, she somehow didn't notice all the terrible imagery, so I had to go back in the video and show it to her.
You know that girl that comes from the swamp?
What did you think of all that?
That was Miss encouraging. Didn't like that.
Mess encouraging?
Yeah, didn't like it after that.
Did you not notice some of the imagery at the end?
Yeah, I noticed the imagery
What
at the
imagery
end,
did you see? Explain some things.
Well, to me, they were just dancing around and...
Yeah, but what was some of the imagery?
Well, I was mainly taken back by that red one with the hair over the face, so I couldn't stop
let me just
relating
go
it back.
At this point here, what was the word?
Oh, I didn't even read it. Death.
Death. So you didn't notice the word
really
death?
Bad. No, I didn't, because I didn't expect to see it in a kid's show, so I didn't notice it.
And what about that? A heart or some bloody thing being pulled in.
Oh, really? I just thought it was something a mouse was dragging in its hole.
The word death and looked like a bloody organ or something.
Did I not notice that?
And the head shaking and eating a bloody cake. A cake with blood and guts and stuff inside.
I thought they were just making a mess with all the...
No.
With all...
On average, the reaction videos have gotten around 1,000 to 2,000 views each. As for the next channel, nothing happened. Let's Explore and its community is currently in a do we continue to try and evolve or wrap up Let's Explore now state. Lance even called his second episode of Let's Explore Go performing CPR on a dead channel.
This is me trying to revive a dead horse using CPR, but it's already dead.
But the moment he started telling people that Let's Explore was going to end, he started receiving messages from fans in the community begging him to not give up. Lance also uploaded a Let's Explore news video in which he talked about potentially having lots of people uploading their episodes to the main community hub channel. This was also discussed during the Let's Explore community chat number 3, which I just happened to be a special guest in.
It's a bit of a change to Philip because he doesn't have to worry about masses and masses of people. But today we've only got 6 people here and it is a pretty small community so far. But it'll get bigger by the time, grows big.
Although hearing my terrible mic quality here as opposed to the AX100 audio in my AstralPhaser chats has shown me that I'll need to modify my microphone settings.
Eventually I got to Cromer, and because it was such a far walk, I think it was like a 2-hour walk from my place by that point, and 2 hours there, then 2 hours back, it was just getting a bit too epic for me. I had to end up my Let's Explore series basically on the spot there. But as you know, Mighty Eagle 73 is still continuing. I think he made like a video just like yesterday or something.
The rest of the discontinued channels are still discontinued, and with the infamous clickbait-driven YouTuber known as Derv that had his 1.4 million subscriber channel suspended by YouTube, I'm very glad that I discontinued my clickbait channel, even though Derv's channel wasn't really solely suspended for clickbait alone. Anyway, it's now time to check out how many new subscribers, views and cash my channel's got this month. And shortly, check out the PayPal donation high score list and Patreon Hall of Fame. AstralPhaser got more profit, views and subs than last month. In other words, an all-around victory. My 50% portion of OSFirstTimer earnings this month were $334.82, which is slightly less than last month, yet I only released 2 new videos as opposed to the absolute overload last time. How to Quickly has slightly less views but more profit than last month. Hopefully this means YouTube revenue per views is increasing again after the recent drop. OSFT VLogs followed the same pattern as How to Quickly. ShiftOS earned more subs than it did last month and has passed the 1,200 subs milestone. As TimeHack is currently a very new channel, you won't really see any earnings until it reaches 10,000 views, due to the inability to monetize until then. YouTube Millionaire followed the same less views but more profit pattern that How to Quickly and OSFT VLogs experienced. Terrified Mum's profit was a huge improvement over last month, all thanks to the new Diana Reacts videos. What the Heck Just Happened is yet another one of my channels following the less views but more profit trend. Maybe I should call the trend the What the Heck Just Happened trend from this point on. Let's Explore earned 1 cent from YouTube Red views, however get ready because it should hit the 10,000 view milestone next month and thus be able to monetize again. As for the discontinued channels, they aren't really worth talking about. Here are the Patreons that appear on the AstralPhaser videos and here are the ones that appear on OSFirstTimer videos. Patreon profits are seemingly up overall this month, but obviously with all those new Patreons, there's bound to be some credit cards declined, so we'll find out the truth next month. Okay, it's time for the Patreon Hall of Fame, and the top donated this time around was the Animations guy. But since this isn't an AstralPhaser weekly chat, I'll just have to refer to him as GB Venom. Now to the PayPal donation scoreboard. This month there weren't any new donations, however the Animations guy and Placebo both had their Patreon overflow added to the scoreboard. Anyway, in total for the month I've earned $779.21, which is enough to buy this Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge phone from Kogan, a company you know you can usually get a bargain from. So after paying $759 for the phone, which is already a generation behind, and then paying an extra $19.99 for shipping, you are left with 22 cents, which you can use to pay your neighbour to collect the phone from the mail for you if you're too lazy to walk out your front door. Gee, I wish I had a lazy neighbour. Although, look at what Kogan says on their site. Don't pay $1,249. I mean, why would I? I can't see anybody else selling it at that price. Dick Smith sells it for the same price as Kogan, which is a surprise considering how much of a first name they usually are. As for JB Hi-Fi, I can see why they have a hi in their name. Their prices are way too high. However, don't forget the fi in their name, as you can often fight them to negotiate a lower price. But the phone would have to be used as a tiny tablet until next month, as no money is left over to pay for the phone plan. Now onto the Victor Tran challenge, which is just about to have a name change as it gets handed over to another channel. Basically, this month the Victor Tran challenge was on the Pixel Polygons channel, and by the 25th of the month, 4 different people were tying in first place. So I came up with the idea for the 4 winners to make and upload a video on their channel about any topic they wanted, and the person with the most views would be the final winner. Shortly after I told these guys about the tie-breaking video making challenge, the Pixel Polygon started his own tie-breaking challenge by uploading a video and seeing who would reply to it first, and I've got to say, Pixel Polygon sounds like a professional game show host.
This was the Victor Tran challenge of June 2017. And it's all about to end. Right here, right now. Make your last comment, because it's going to count. Oh yes, yes, we're doing this. Because this could be a comment that could change the face of your channel in the blink of an eye.
So Tao Tech Tutorials won that challenge, but then who won my challenge? Well, thanks to another very well spoken video from the Pixel Polygon, you're about to find out. I definitely recommend checking out the full video on his channel to get the full effect. I'm only showing part of it here.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's conclusion of the Victor Tran challenge. Throughout this month, the viewers have been asked to post a comment before Victor Tran does on several of my videos, and tonight, or today, we find out exactly who was able to post the most comments before Victor did. It has come to my attention that the Victor Tran challenge will not be named after Victor Tran, and that he will no longer handle all the responsibilities of managing the challenge. This means that the second place candidate this time around will host July's challenge, and the first place winner will pick off where Victor left off. Who will be the true heir to the throne? Let's reveal who got 4th place. There's more than one person in 4th place position, and they are Shabu Louie, the possible candidate who will host the next challenge, and they are Rain, Julian Does Computers, and Julian Does Gaming. And we also have Like Zero.
As you can see, Julian did a video on his CD collection. Rain did a video directly talking about this challenge and how he wants to win it. And finally, Tower Tech Tutorials did a video on his desk setup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce the winner of what is possibly the last officially named Victor Tran challenge is... Tower Tech Tutorials!
Wow, Tower Tech Tutorials really dominated the show here and won both challenges. So here it is, the new Victor Tran challenge is now the Tower Tech challenge, and the same rules apply as before. Since Rain got the second highest amount of views in his video, the Tower Tech challenge will now start off on Rain's channel. So be sure to subscribe to Rain for your chance to win the next Tower Tech challenge. And also subscribe to Tower Tech Tutorials to be updated on the current point. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do the game show voice. Leave that to the Pixel Polygon. So anyway, subscribe to Tower Tech Tutorials to be updated on the current point list and so on. The Tower Tech challenge will continue to be mentioned at the end of YouTube Millionaire videos. Anyway, this episode of YouTube Millionaire has now come to an end. For the next episode, I'll try not talk so much about AstralPhaser, as my main channel should really be getting equal screen time. You serious? Screen time? But of course, so much happens during those chats, so it's kinda hard to resist talking about it. Anyway, I'll see you next time on YouTube Millionaire.